tied. Well, Jeff, you're on the board of directors of the USTA, and you mentioned the junior program earlier. How are things going with that program?
Well, I think the general manager, Patrick McEnroe, has really set up a nice infrastructure for the juniors to be able to kind of weed out with the help of Martin Blackman, the player development talent ID is what his position is, and I think they're kind of reshaping the coaching philosophy a little bit of America, and then they're coming back and they're kind of looking for a lot of kids, diamonds in the rough, if you will, out there at the junior circuit, trying to get them to either come to Boca or Carson and work full-time or coordinate with the coaches at their own homes. And I think the structure is really, really good right now to start breeding some great Americans. There's just some pockets of different age groups in different areas where there's not much development going on, and I think just the whole idea of getting this 10 and under tennis going is a great way to get a surge, maybe 3 or 4 times as many kids into the game of tennis is what we're looking for. So please, everybody, look at 10 and under tennis. Sign your kids up for play dates. I think that's the coolest thing out there, is to get kids involved in clinic or group activities so they feel like they're in a team sport at a young age. And I think these play dates and the whole 10 and under structure is really the future of tennis.
It's good news as Jankovic blows what looked to be a very easy forehand volley, but still up 15-30 here. Catches the net, it will not go, and now Jelena Jankovic at double break point to go up 4-love here on the grandstand. Yes, Jankovic knocks off the two-hander. Now the number 11 seed on a roll here on the grandstand, day number 2, up a set and up 4-love. Well, Taylor Dent, Jeff told me that this young American who won the juniors, Jack Sock, has one of the best forehands he's ever seen for a young player.
Okay, well,
interesting.
It is. I like Jack. He's a good player. He's won Kalamazoo twice in a row, so
that's pretty good.
8 teams, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't know many players that have ever done that. So let's look for it. He's got a tough first round opponent, a French player. Are they on later today? Might be later today. And I've been following also Steve Johnson, who was the NCAA champ, one up there at Stanford that played for USC this year. I worked with him quite a bit this year, and he plays tomorrow. So the first round match Wednesday for the USC NCAA champ. But I think both of those players are very talented. And then I think our 16 and under group with the boys is very deep. It could make a big impact pretty shortly. I mean, 2 or 3 years from now. The ranking system's pretty tough these days, like the way you have to accumulate points to move up. It takes 3 or 4 years to get into position almost to challenge these top players. But I think our 16 and under group is very, very strong.
Jankovic up now, 30-love and 4-love, second set. And Blasin, service ace down the center. She is really starting to serve that big first serve. That one 109 miles per hour. Game point. Serve out wide. Jankovic totally in command out here on the grandstand. When we return, Alison Riske serves to stay in the match.
Please prepare to close the gates. Time.
Grandstand court, day number 2. I'm Barry McKay along with Jeff Tarango bringing you the action as the shadows start to creep across this number 3 court. The young American Alison Riske now serving to stay alive here at love 5. It's going to go wide, love 15. Jankovic 3 points away. I'm sure Jankovic thinking, Jeff, let's wrap this baby up and get in the locker room.
Yeah, the Americans thinking you got to press a little bit, go a little bit closer to the lines, and that's just the right idea, but very statistically tough to come back at this point.
Easy put away, love 30.
Love 30.
Nice first serve out wide there. Why she's keeping that in her pocket.
15-30. That's good. Ooh. Oh yes, Jankovic using that angle backhand so well. Boy, she pulls that thing well.
15-14.
Yeah, her angles are really stemming from that perfect foot positioning that she's getting herself into. She sides around every time so well for that backhand. It really disguises the ball well, Barry.
Jankovic now double match point, 15-40. That's going to go long, and there it is. Jelena Jankovic out here on the grandstand, a very solid first round. So Jankovic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jelena Jankovic.
It's a big hand from this crowd. They like her in New York. Well, she played well, Jeff. I think she used the whole court very well. And as I mentioned a couple times, she's very deceptive off both sides.
Yeah, there weren't any ups and downs mentally in that match. She got firm control early. She held on to it. And I think she improved her game as she went through. So, you know, a good match for her. Nice time on the court. Perfect weather for her today. Look for her to keep going on in this draw. She is a definite dark horse.
She's down in that bottom half. Francesca Schiavone could be somebody that she would play maybe late the first week, but she certainly looks very tough, Jeff, and I think if she can keep playing like she did today, she's a definite threat.
Yeah, at 11 seed, she's got a nice placement in the draw. Obviously, she wouldn't want to play Serena Williams, but that would be potentially in the quarterfinals if she were to get through to Schiavone. I think she's playing better than Schiavone right now. I'll have to go on the record with that.
That would be a fourth-round match. Well, that's the story from the grandstand with that women's match. Jankovic, a very, very solid performance out here. Beats the young American, Alison Riske. And so, Jankovic moves into round number 2.